workman of God, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verses 15 and 16. So I'm on this journey to find truth and to be able to truly understand things. So let's look at this a little further. So I like to use the 1828 Webster's Dictionary, and pulling that up, it says that profane means irreverent to anything sacred, proceeding from a contempt of sacred things. It means secular, relating to secular things. Creating a secular society is one of the catchphrases of our time. Whether we're talking about our schools, which have been completely secularized, that is considered to be something that we should shun. We should shun profane and vain babblings. So we know what profane is. That's that which is secular, relating to secular things, irreverent to anything sacred, proceeding from a contempt of sacred things. Now let's move on, and let's look at vain. What does vain mean? Vain means empty, worthless, having no substance, value, or importance. Vain also means fruitless. It means to be proud of petty things or of trifling attainments, elated with a high opinion of one's own accomplishments. Empty, worthless, having no substance. So we're to shun profane and vain babblings. Rightly dividing the word of truth. Rightly means according to the divine will, properly, according to truth or fact, not erroneously. So going back to that scripture one more time, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness. When I first looked at that phrase, for they will increase unto more ungodliness, I was thinking, okay, so if I'm participating in profane and vain babblings, then I am helping to create more ungodliness. And certainly that is an interpretation of that phrase. But then as I was thinking about it, I was thinking about the fact that all of the prophets have seen the latter days. They know the times in which we live. And all of these scriptures have come down to us for a reason. Because all scriptures are for learning, instruction, and reproof. And they're there for a reason. But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness. In our days, the secularization of our society, the profane things, and the vain babblings has become the center of our world. They make up most of what we spend our time and our resources on. And it says, for they will increase. Yeah, it's true. That has increased. And the result has been more ungodliness. This is just a revelation of the moment in which we live. So I'm going to read this one more time. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness.